nearly 150 years, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has worked with others across America to conserve and protect habitats for wildlife and people alike. The devastating Deepwater Horizon oil spill killed 11 men, caused damage to open waters, wetlands, wildlife, and killed huge numbers of animals across the Gulf, including over 100,000 birds. Now, with funds provided primarily by BP, we are working with the affected Gulf states, other agencies, and the public to repair the damage of this and other ecological harm throughout the past century.
After the BP oil spill, the way you really improve the health of the Gulf is through freshwater inflows. And the 138,000 acre Cheniere Marsh that Jefferson County is home to does a whole lot to filter waters. That marsh is a recreational dreamland for fishermen, hunters, bird watchers.
The importance of national wildlife refuges in general is to protect public lands for future generations. These places are special and they're conserved for a reason. This refuge is great for all the wildlife habitats. This marsh here absorbs a lot of storm surge from hurricanes and tropical systems that come through. The Beach Nourishment Project is vital to the refuge and keeping the 60,000 acres that we have in a manageable position. We had areas where saltwater had come in, and we've seen areas that were degraded from that. We've restored 3 miles of beach so far, kind of our pilot project to look at the effects of the renourishment. Everything was very successful, so we're looking at doing another 17 miles. And we've seen tremendous response from migratory birds. We've seen our frogs come back, a lot of our anurans, and we're seeing freshwater plants in areas that we hadn't seen in 2 to 3 decades show back up.
Here at Lagoon Anascosa, we have the potential to protect one of the largest landscapes of natural lands in America. The overarching theme for our restoration here is to undo some of the damage that we as humans have done ever since the 1920s. We have this real opportunity to connect this vast landscape. Land acquisition at Lagoon Anascosa is so important, not just for ocelots, not just for Aplomata falcons, but it's also for the American people to enjoy.
Well, Lagoon Anascosa currently has about 100,000 acres of native habitat. This type of vegetation is essential for some species such as the endangered ocelot, Aplomata falcon.
There are 9 federally threatened or endangered species that depend on Lagoon Anascosa for their survival.
The Bahia Grande is about 23,000 acres of Lagoon Anascosa. It has about a 9,000 acre bay system, which historically was cut off to tidal inflows. Because of that, it turned into a giant dust bowl. Once the refuge was able to piece together the property around Bahia Grande, they worked with numerous partners to dig a pilot channel from the Brownsville Ship Channel to Bahia Grande to reflood that. And since then, Bahia Grande is now reconnected to tidal inflows. However, it is currently not wide enough, resulting in extremely high salinities in the bay. That is why it's so important to widen the channel to increase those tidal flows, decrease salinities, and see the restoration continue. So upon reflooding, these islands essentially became islands again, and the colonial waterbirds began re-nesting. So we have a vast number of species that nest there, most of which are actually of concern and in decline. You know, the reason we should care about our endangered species, they are an indication of our environment and how well we're taking care of it and how well we're looking after it. Letting these species drop off the face of the earth just leads to us letting other species drop off the face of the earth. And in doing so, we have to realize that there's a reason for it, and it's typically loss of habitat.
The toughest part of this restoration is actually just securing the funding. Once you get the resources to biologists and to the staff in the field, they get it done.
I'm just really thankful to all the stakeholders that have had a hand in the BP oil spill penalties. Many times when lawsuits or penalties are brought, the money's not spent on taking care of the damage that's caused by the act that led to the penalties. In this case, the money's going to be used for environmental projects that are going to benefit the present generation and generations to come.
It's a beautiful story to tell, in my opinion, because out of something that happens that's not ideal, there's always a way or an opportunity to improve and make something good out of it.